Hello everyone, today we are going to integrate this expression with respect to x, and we observe over here that we couldn't really integrate this using the standard function, and we also couldn't use the substitution method, which leaves us to the last choice to integrate this expression by parts. Now what we can do is to introduce a 1 over here so that the expression is now a product of two parts. Now the next step is to find u. Remember, if we integrate by parts, we need to identify what is u and what is dv over dx. Now to find u, we introduce the acronym LIATE. Now do check out the previous video in the link below on the basics of integration by parts. Now 1 is considered an algebraic function a, while cosine inverse is an inverse Trigo function given by I. The inverse Trigo function takes preference as it comes before a, thus we will let u be cosine inverse. Now du over dx is thus minus 1 over square root 1 minus x squared. Now with that, dv over dx is then 1. Now we know that we are on the right track if we can integrate this easily. By integrating this with respect to x, we will then have x. Now very quickly, take u, multiply with v and place it over here. Put a minus, it's always a minus. Then take v, multiply with du over dx. Now remember the flow of the arrows over here, and you won't go wrong when you integrate by parts. Now simplifying further, we will then have x cosine inverse x. Minus and minus will give us a plus. Now I'm going to bring up the square root 1 minus x squared into a linear form. So this will give us x 1 minus x squared power minus half dx. Now I'm doing this because I'm going to integrate this expression using the standard function that you see over here on the screen. Now in order to get this format, we'll need to differentiate whatever terms that are inside the bracket over here, which is actually minus 2x. Now what we are missing over here is actually a minus 2. So I'm going to introduce minus 2 here. And at the same time, to make the term equivalent, I'm going to introduce minus half as well on the outside of the integrand. With this format in place, we can then integrate this with respect to x, giving us minus half, which is the term outside, 1 minus x squared power minus half plus 1, and dividing this whole expression with minus half plus 1 as well, which is the power. And don't forget to put plus c, which is an arbitrary constant. Now to simplify this expression even further, we will then have x cosine inverse x minus 1 minus x squared power half plus c. And this will be the final answer when you integrate cosine inverse x with respect to x. Now I do hope you have learned something from this video. If you have any questions or comments, do leave them down in the comments box below, and thank you so much for watching.